Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, welcome to today's show. Got a special guest joining in here momentarily. He'll be coming into the show in a few minutes here. But with that being said, guys, welcome to Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, September 14th, 2021. So happy Tuesday. Like I said, got a guest, Sully, going to be joining us on the show here in a few minutes. Waiting for him to get prepped up. He should be coming in here very, very soon. So with that being said, guys, welcome to today's show. Got a lot of heated topics. With that being said, guys, welcome to today's show. Welcome.
Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Hey, what's going on there, Sully?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just hit the record button, so we're pretty much ready to go, man.
All right, start it up.
So what's on your mind, man? I know you've been checking out the podcast lately. You said you like the content on the show. You like the topics. You got any topics, man, you want to discuss tonight?
Yeah, we were like a couple of days ago. You were talking about COVID.
Talking about what? I'm sorry.
The COVID.
Oh yeah. What about it?
How they're making the military like mandatory with COVID.
Oh yeah. That's an interesting topic because I mean, obviously, if you want to enlighten the listeners, you are currently in the military, right? Correct?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So what is your response and your insight on that?
My response. I remember when Biden said it wasn't mandatory, and all of a sudden he said it's mandatory now. That doesn't make sense to me. And another thing, what happened on My Body, My Choice?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't apply to the, let alone the military, or it doesn't apply to this topic, right? But I guess it does apply to abortion. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't want to blow up the show on abortion and all that. I touched on that like a few episodes back, and obviously my listeners and followers they understand where I'm getting at with that. But yeah, I mean, it's a touching topic, it's a sensitive topic, but like you said, what happened to My Body, My Choice?
You know, it's funny. I heard you don't hear that no more about the abortion and My Body, My Choice, because now with the COVID thing going on,
yeah,
they got rid of that slogan.
Yeah,
and everybody to take the COVID shot.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
it just makes me human how he said, "Oh, you don't need it's not mandatory," and all this. All of a sudden, this week, he puts out that it has to be mandatory. It has to be mandatory. So June of 2022, the whole military has to get vaccinated, or they're going to get discharged.
Can he do that? I mean, can he do that? Does the Constitution does that allow him to do that? I don't think. I mean, that's got to be unconstitutional. I mean, I would have to look up the Constitutional Bill of Rights, but I don't think it says in the Constitution that any vaccine should be implemented not only on the American public, but in our great military. I mean, that's violating health laws, if you ask me.
Like, sad to say, I had to take the first vaccine.
Well, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Go ahead.
If I don't do it, you're fucked, in the military. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to lose your career. You definitely don't want to lose, what you got going on. I mean, you're defending our country, for God's sakes, and you don't want to throw that away, for sadly something stupid like this, And
also I heard the people at the border don't need the vaccine, but people with jobs with 100 people greater need it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's not doing anything. Yeah.
That boggles my mind.
Yeah, it boggles my mind too, man, because, like you said, man, he's literally throwing this vaccine, this jab down our throats, but, is he saying anything with the tens of thousands, possibly millions of undocumented illegal immigrants coming into this country? Some we don't even know, what they have. They could have new diseases and variants of viruses that we don't even know about. Some of them might even be freaking terrorists, for Christ's sakes, and we don't know about. What's this administration doing about it? They're not doing a damn thing about it. At least what we hear from, the dimwit, press secretary, Jen Psaki.
Oh, yeah. They're letting the American people down.
Yeah.
I think a lot of voters who voted for him feel sorry now.
Yeah, a lot of people that voted for this guy, or at least we think they voted for him, right? Because of the Dominion voting machines.
Oh, all the dead residents in the United States feel sorry for him, right?
Yeah. Apparently, they said that one of these dead residents that they used have voted in this system for the last 3 elections. Yeah. They're using people like old time people, that's been dead for like the last, couple 100 years now has voted in this system. It's crazy, if you ask me. It's barbaric.
It just makes me pissed how that he's forcing down the American people's throats about the vaccine. But like I said before, the illegals at the border or whatever don't have to take nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't get it either. It's apparently, do as we say, but we're not going to follow our own preaching, pretty much. I mean, they're not following that. They pretty much want you to do as they say, but do they follow the same type of message of what they're preaching? No, because it's to benefit them, not us.
What happened at the Met yesterday?
What happened to the what? Oh, the Met Gala?
Yeah, look what happened there at AOC. Tax the rich. Meanwhile, a ticket's $30,000 and nobody's wearing masks. Yeah. Speaking of AOC, did you see that dress? Oh my God, it looked like a spinoff of the Chick-fil-A logo. Yeah. But meanwhile, she's saying tax the rich. Why don't we tax her? Because she's paying $30,000 a ticket. Yeah,
$30,000 a plate. I mean, that's not just anybody can enter that facility. You have to be a top elite, a top contender, a top notch person just to enter.
Like the average American salary, what is it, 50,000, 51,000? That's the average American salary. Meanwhile, she claims that she's for the poor people, but she's fancying around with a dress that says tax the rich and a $30,000 deal. Like, people don't see that. I don't know how these people still stay in office.
Yeah, but because it's so easy to manipulate and brainwash this new generation today, because half them don't know the history because it was never taught to them. They were never taught about socialism. They were never taught about communism. They were never taught about anything. So, if they're not taught about it, these kids, it's easy to say something because they don't know. I want to say something real quick before I lose my train of thought. My grandparents once told me, if you don't know your history, you're condemned to repeat it. We're clearly seeing that today. I mean, this president is bringing us backwards, not forward.
I know.
You know?
We need someone in power to fix this thing. You know what's funny? All the fuck-ups that Biden did, you don't see rallies, you don't see burning the cities, you don't see nothing like that.
No.
But when Trump was in office, every day he got ridiculed. He was on the news every day. He did this wrong. He did this wrong. But you know what? Look what Biden with Afghanistan. Gave 62,000 weapons away to the Taliban. We got what? How many planes they gave away? Tanks.
Oh, it was a Christmas gift. Yeah. See, that was Taliban's Secret Santa, pretty much. Biden. I mean, he gave tax-paying money. That military equipment was funded by taxpayers. I mean, that's a complete smack in the face.
And it was in the millions. How many? I don't know. I'm not sure how many millions was it. What, like 90 million?
Million. No, it was in the billions. In the billions. You got ammunition. You got Tomahawk helicopters, stealth helicopters, tanks. I mean, the whole nine. Biden literally built that military for them.
Oh yeah,
literally built it. Did everything backwards. I mean, even President Trump says, what you're supposed to do, right? Is you get the military, everything else that we hold dear in this country. All our special technology and all this, you get that out first, then you go through the different stages. He did everything backwards, took the people out first, and then left all that behind.
Oh, yeah, and they're still blaming Trump. I don't get that.
Yeah,
What did Ted say? You're in office now. It's your responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's going to be bloodshed. That's what he said.
Yeah. It's terrible, it's terrible. But see, who's going to get the credit for literally ending that 20-year war there?
Oh, Biden.
Yeah, Biden's going to get the credit, of course. He's going to say, "Oh, it was me that ended 20 years, America's longest war ever in American history. I was the one that did it. What did you do?" Yeah, no kidding. They don't want to end the war. You just gave them everything that they wanted, that they've been begging for a president or some type of leader to leave stuff like our equipment behind. I mean, no shit. They don't care about a war anymore. That you gave them stuff that they didn't have.
This is a third world country. They had nothing. Like Ted Cruz said, you give the names to the Taliban who helped the American people.
Yeah.
Who does that?
That's
sentence right there.
That's I guess who they voted for, right? The Biden supporters, if there is any. That's what they voted for. They voted this clown in. And it's what we're seeing right now. It's becoming, at first, in the beginning, it was a laughing matter. When Biden first took office, everybody laughed and said, oh, look at the difference between, Biden and Trump. There's a big difference. Now, man, it's not a laughing matter. This president is putting us literally on a national security risk, And when now China's in there trying to go negotiate with them. Yeah.
That doesn't look good either.
Yep. Yeah. It's terrible. It really is. It's full on. It's chaoticness. It's chaoticness. They speaking of Biden and his administration, did you see today? Was it today? Or was it? I don't have producer Josh here on the show here. But usually, Josh, he fills me in on things that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know everything about everything. It's good to have people on standby to help me out, and, kind of fill me in with some key points. But, did you see, I think, it was today, that Blinken, that's one of, what is it, the defense chief, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah. When he said that I was going to communicate with China if Trump would do anything.
Yeah. That's the story I'm talking about, but it goes into further detail with Blinken literally on the stand in Congress earlier today. And there was, I got to pull up the article here. Yeah, GOP senator rips Blinken for insisting deadly Afghanistan exit was a success. That's what, according to the trending story that basically went viral today, that it said denial of reality that GOP senator rips Blinken for insisting deadly Afghanistan exit was a success. According to the Biden administration, it was a success.
With 13 Marines dead.
Yeah. They forgot about the ending of that, left 13 service members dead. And what was Biden doing? Yeah, he was at the funeral.
Checking his watch.
But yeah, he's looking at his watch like he's got something better and more important to do. I mean, doesn't people understand like where our country is going under the leadership?
I think the normal people understand. Some people are so out there that they don't care that this country's going down. That's the sad part.
Yeah, they think
what normal American will destroy their city? You don't see that around the world.
You don't see that anywhere around the world.
Like destroying like America does. We have so much freedom of speech and freedom of press, freedom of everything.
Yeah.
I think that people have too much freedom.
Yeah.
Look, they're abusing it. Abusing it.
See, what's going to happen is, if you look at your history books, right, every country, more or less, had a form of whether it was socialism or communism. And every single country that went through that communism or socialism of an era there, right, it diminished their society. There was nothing good that came from it. Nothing good.
Look at Venezuela. Look what happened to that.
Beautiful country at one time. It's a shithole. Their government, they don't have any freedoms whatsoever. And that's what, people like myself, a few other podcasts, Bongino, Hannity, we're all trying to get the message out there. We're trying to say, is this what you want? Do you actually think that there's anything that comes good out of this with socialism? It doesn't. You don't have freedom. Socialism is the opposite of freedom. There is no freedom in socialism. The government gives you what they think you should have, and that's that.
You know how many people die for freedom to live here? And you see them burn flags and all that. Let me go like to South America, Iran. Let them burn their flags. Let's see what happens to them.
Yeah. I totally agree. It's nothing good. Nothing good comes out of socialism. Nothing. There's nothing good. It turns into crap. You mentioned Venezuela. Look at Cuba. Cuba's the same way.
Yeah.
Cuba, a communist China.
That's why Cuba comes here to get away from it. That's why most of the Cubans are Republicans. They don't want socialists.
Yeah. I mean, you go to China right now. You're only allowed to have. There's control of birth in China.
Yeah.
It has been like that for like the last, I think, like 40 or 50 years now, probably longer now. Where if you are caught having more than, I think the limit is like 2 or 3 kids, right? If you get caught having more than 2 or 3 kids, you can be fined or imprisoned. Can you believe that?
Hey. Thank God I'm in the USA.
At least we...
People don't think like that. Because I think it's a lot with the social media.
Social media is poisoning in this country. It has been for the last 5 or 10 years now. Social media is literally poisoning. I mean, they'll censor you if you don't meet their agenda or their narrative. Because that's what Facebook, that's what Instagram, and that's Twitter. That's what all of them do. They censor you. They shadow ban you. I mean, I get shadow banned. I could tell you right now, as a conservative podcast host, I get shadow banned more than a few times a day. I mean,
I don't know. You're supposed to have freedom of speech.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't apply to social media. It doesn't apply to Facebook or Twitter. So, freedom of speech, I mean, that's dying out, But before I lose this topic here, I want to plug in here. You got to listen to this. This is the Blinken story. Tony Blinken literally confirms child bribes evacuated with older men from Afghanistan. Check this out. I'm going to plug this video into the show. It's not a long video. I think it's like a minute and 30 seconds, but you got to listen to this crap. This is Ted Cruz, great Senator Ted Cruz out of Texas, literally slamming the Secretary of State, Tony Blinken. Check this out, man. This is crazy. We have the video. Oh, it's not working. But anyway, I do apologize for that. But you still there?
I'm still here.
Yeah, but it's apparently, I guess they got, the fake book or something took it off because it was a story off of Facebook, and I guess they censored it. But I'll try to get it onto the Facebook or Instagram panel of the Patriot Angle Podcast here, probably later in the week or something if they allow me to do it. Usually they take it down. But anyway, it said the hearing basically of Secretary of State Tony Blinken confirmed reports during a Senate hearing just earlier today that young children were transported from Afghanistan with older men as child bribes. Yeah, isn't that considered human trafficking?
I think so.
I mean, but what's Biden going to say about that? He's not going to say a damn thing about it.
Nothing. Yeah, like Biden, they cut his interview short because he forgot what he had to say because it was on his flashcards. Yeah. They you can definitely tell when they're talking in his ear because he gets all it stutters. I'm going to tell you this: Trump's the only one that had rallies all 4 years. All 4 years, going back to back, all these states. You don't see Biden going to places speaking or nothing like that. They don't care. And where's Harris at?
Harris? Oh, she's focused on her cackling. That's all she does is that cackling laugh. Thinks everything's funny.
I haven't heard from her or seen her.
I haven't. Yeah, she hasn't been on the radar in about a couple weeks now already.
Well, last time I heard, currently she went down to the border. I don't know. I don't think so.
She hasn't been to the border. The closest that she's been to the border was in El Paso, and that's nowhere near the border.
She was supposed to go back to the border, right?
Yeah. Or according to her, she hasn't been to the border, like she hasn't been to Europe. What the hell does Europe have to do with the border? That's what she said.
She does this because she knows what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
You must be brain dead if you don't know.
Yeah, she knows.
What's going on.
Yeah, she knows. They all know what's going on. They just play us for stupid. You know.
And Biden's puppet for the socialists. So that's what I think. Well, it's all. He's only a puppet to them.
Well, Biden's not running the show.
No.
I don't know who's running this show. I think I do. I kind of narrowed it down since January, and I got a good idea on who it may be, because we know that Biden is not the commander in chief of the military. We know that. I mean, the man can't even give out a simple command without saying, I have to make sure that I do this because they told me. He's always saying they. Like, people want to know, who are they and what is he referring to? Well, I narrowed it down to 4 people, 4 possible people that might be running the show at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And I'm thinking it might be Pelosi.
Yeah, she's a big one.
Yeah. Her and her $30,000 custom refrigerator with all her Italian gelatos.
Yeah, I know. Meanwhile, people are broke and crying.
Yeah. So it might be Pelosi. It might be Gates.
And Chuck Schumer. He's another one.
Chuck Schumer, yeah. I was going to go there right after Gates, because it might be Bill Gates, too. Because Bill Gates has a lot of political pull. It might be Schumer, and it might even be Fauci. Yeah, Dr. Frotsky, Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, Dr. Doom. He
said he might be better by spring 2022.
Oh, it might be better. Well, they have to make sure that they kill off more people. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but these masks, they're not doing a damn thing.
No.
They're not doing a damn thing. You think these masks work?
No, absolutely not. What happened to Biden saying, "Oh yeah, once you get vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask"?
But you still see them wearing masks.
But it's funny. If Trump would have said that, and people still be wearing masks, you'd be hearing all over the news.
Oh yeah. They wouldn't agree with half the shit that Trump said to begin with, because he's a businessman from New York. What does he know? Well, apparently he knew a lot, because he did a lot of good for our country.
Absolutely.
Rebuilt our depleted military that was depleted under did I say depleted? Depleted under Obama. Trump rebuilt it, put the respect back in our military, because they were looked at on the world stage with no respect by any country. We were respected again. Not only as in our military, but as our nation, we were respected. We were looked on the world stage as a great country under Trump. What else did he do? Rebuilt our economy, put more black people to work, and gave them better jobs than welfare and food stamps, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what's Biden doing? What is literally Biden doing? And speaking of the economy, you hear Biden now, it's like every week or every couple days during the week, the White House on social media, they post these little successful or success posts saying, "Oh, no president in American history had a great economy like Biden has." You know, Biden's creating jobs. Creating jobs?
You know what they're doing? You know what he says he's creating jobs? Because they're releasing people and then we're just rehiring everybody back.
Yeah.
And what jobs is that? McDonald's? Is that a job?
Well, hold on. I think you got it backwards. Is that a career? No, it's not a career. It's a job. It's not a career.
It's a job.
Yeah. That's the difference between a job and a career. A career is something that you work for, you put your interest in, and you capitalize off of that. Like teachers, You're in the military. That's a career. Everything, police, men and women, state and local and federal employees. That's a career. You put your hard work in. At the end, you either, collect with your retirement as, through a 401k or a pension plan. That's a career. You can't work at McDonald's and expect, something like you would expect from, like say in the military. You put 20 years in, you're going to get a good pension out of it. You can't expect the same thing at McDonald's. You can't expect that, at, some little, minimum wage. Nothing against people. Some people are happy as hell working, dead end jobs, making $8, $9 an hour. They're comfortable like that. Hey, more power to them. If that's what they like doing, go ahead. But, that's what you're seeing under this administration. It's like, just do a little bit, and that should be okay. With Trump, it was like he was constantly pushing people for success. Do we see the same direction with Biden? Hell no, we don't. Hell no.
The reason why, because Biden gives handouts. Oh, $2,000 stimulus. Oh, let me give you $250 a month here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He was praising it like it was like the golden ticket from heaven or something. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, what the hell's a $2,000 check gonna do? Maybe pay some bills, pay some rent, pay the mortgage, pay this, pay that. Hey, shit ain't gonna last.
Remember, nothing's free. Look at the gas prices now.
Oh, we're going back to Barack Obama presidency. Literally, that's what Biden's taking us with the gas prices.
It's $3.50 a gallon now.
How much are they?
Like $3.50.
Yeah, because you live up north, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be skyrocket up there.
So nothing's free.
Yeah, nothing's free. I mean, you look at the prices here. I live in and broadcast here in Atlanta, and Atlanta's prices are, I mean, they're literally right behind the Northeast prices, But I mean, it's crazy. It's literally crazy what's going on. Crazy. But I want to get into something real quick since I have you on the phone. But hold on, man. I gotta take a quick break. Don't hang up or nothing like that. I gotta break because the broadcasting it's going into like the red. You get like a red kind of like bar that goes through, and that means you got to take a quick break, so you get the sponsor and all that stuff. So hold on for just 1 second, okay?
All
right. Hold on, man. Hey guys, Mike from the Patriot Angle Podcast. Guys, I want to say that this show now has a new sponsor. Yes, Rep Sports. What is Rep Sports? They're a family of different types of energy drinks, products, merchandise, along with Raise Energy. Raise Energy, guys, is a brand new type of product that is buzzing all over the sports industry. A lot of gyms are getting the product. Guys, I love the product. I use it myself, okay? It's a natural-based type of material, okay? Very, very low sugar. Basically, no sugars at all. It's not your high end of sugar type of energy drinks. It's not your Red Bulls. It's none of that crap, guys. Raise Energy, okay? Or Razé for the French, right? Is a really, really good product. They have different types of flavors. Like I said, I use it when I do my workouts. It's a great product, guys. If you go onto my Facebook page, the Patriot Angle Podcast, you will see a personalized link there that I posted there. Click that link. Use the promo code Patriot Unfiltered. Remember, guys, hit that promo code Patriot Unfiltered, and you will get 15% off. That's right, guys. Patriot Unfiltered. The promo code, and you'll get 15% off your order. Can't beat that, guys. Get Raise Energy through Rep Sports today. You'll love it, guys. I guarantee it. right, guys, welcome back to the show. We got a special guest on the show today, Sully. He is a member of the United States military, in the Army branch. Good service member, good patriot, and apparently listens to the show. Good follower, too. With that being said, guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Notice anybody, I didn't have a show yesterday. I had to take a break. Was burnt out. We get like that, some guys, sometimes from time to time. But with that being said, guys, I want to bring back into the show here Sully. He's on the show. Hey, buddy, how are you?
How you doing, guys? How you doing, Mike?
Yeah, so I want to get into this story here. I don't know if you've heard, man, but Alec Baldwin, Boss Baby star and Democrat Party activist, literally attacking the Florida mega governor of what everybody's calling him, and I've been calling him because he is. He's like a mega super governor. He's doing a lot of good for the state.
Absolutely. He's not on one of what do you call brain dead Hollywood celebrities.
Oh no. He's at first, man, don't get me wrong. I actually like Baldwin. I thought he was great. I mean, he was great in Beetlejuice. I say Beetlejuice, they're like, that was Baldwin? Yeah, he was a lot thinner then. He was younger, now he's...
Is his brother Republican?
I
think his brother supported Trump, and that's why they don't talk. I'm not sure. But
the younger brother. Yeah. He the younger Baldwin. I call him the decent Baldwin. He supported Trump, and then Alec didn't like that.
Yeah, I remember they stopped talking, didn't they?
I don't think they talk to this day, to be honest with you. They had a huge falling out, and they don't even communicate. I mean, Alec Baldwin, the older one, even went to and saying that, my brother's literally dead to me. I mean, that's some dark shit right there when you get to that level,
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
But so Baldwin literally attacked the Florida governor, calling him the new Jim Jones, comparing the governor to a cult leader who more than 40 years ago led the massacre at Jonestown. A lot of people don't know what happened to Jonestown. That was like more than 40 years ago, the Jim Jones era. He was a cult leader, and he ran this type of cult where he was able to obtain a lot of different people that followed him. So I mean, to say as a celebrity and attack a governor on a political angle, that's kind of messed up.
I agree.
That's kind of messed up, And Baldwin even went into saying, what happened at Jonestown, the massacre, where more than 900 American transplants literally committed suicide. This was this was the largest loss of civilian life in U.S. history, until the modern event that happened 20 years ago at 9/11. But between 9/11 and what happened 40 years ago, I mean, those are the two largest attacks literally in our history. But I mean, that's messed up for him to say something like that. I mean, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Like, he makes fun of all the Republican governors and Trump, but guess what? I guess he likes what Biden's doing. That you never hear bad about Biden.
Oh no! He loves that radical left agenda. Like if he's not playing Donald Trump on Saturday Night Live, he's just another Hollywood leftist elite. That's all.
He quit Donald Trump on SNL, right? It took that out, right?
Yeah, the network decided to drop that whole segment because there was a lot of criticism during that time. Because if you notice, he was playing Donald Trump during Donald Trump's presidency and also during, when he was running for office. And the network producers decided to drop that because then it was like almost like an attack on on the president himself. They didn't want to have that on their hands as a network.
It's only been 4 years they took it off, ever since he left.
It was taken off. No, it was recent than that. It was actually taken off last year. I think the last segment was like around February or March of 2020.
Oh.
Yeah, it was quite recent, but yeah, they were doing that for a while. I mean, Jim Carrey playing Joe Biden, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
They had like, I guess they went along with it because in one of the scenes they showed like Jim Carrey with the glued on fake eyebrows, and one of his eyebrows were hanging over his eyelid. And it was hilarious. So, it was like, okay, they goofed, but they were going to go along with it, because, they were kind of portraying like as the delusional Joe Biden himself.
And he's another big liberal. Carrey.
Oh, Jim Carrey?
Oh, yeah, he's another real big liberal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not only is a liberal, though, but he's a whack job. Did you hear... since we got this on the topic here, Hollywood whack jobs and elites, did you hear, what was it, quite recently, a few months ago, he had an interview with, I forgot who interviewed him, but she was saying, you're such a great actor, and, how do you come up with all these characters in your movie, and, your movies and your Saturday Night Live skits, and he says, this isn't me. This isn't who I am. What if I'm not really Jim Carrey? And then even the woman was like looking at him like saying like, what the hell are you talking about? You're Jim Carrey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was weird. It was even...
Died.
Huh?
How many divorces does he have now?
Jim Carrey is like, oh, God. I got to look him up. God. Jim Carrey is... been married at least 3 or 4 times.
Didn't he have one of the shortest marriages in Hollywood history?
No, I think the shortest I want to say was probably when she was married to what the hell was that? Tom Green. You remember when Drew Barrymore married Tom Green? I think that marriage only lasted 4 months. Jim Carrey's been married twice. Married to Melissa Wermer or Walmer. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Walmer? Yeah, Melissa Walmer. From 87 to 95. And then he was married to Lauren Holly. Everybody remembers Lauren Holly from that movie. Jim Carrey was in it too. What the hell was that? The wacky one when he had to take pills or something because he had he was suffering from schizophrenia or something. Me, Myself, and Irene. That's it.
Oh, there we go.
Not Me, Myself, and Irene. What the hell? What was it? That one? No, it was the. No, it was when they were Dumb and Dumber. Yes, the first one, Dumb and Dumber. Jeez, God, yeah, Dumb and Dumber. Yeah. He was only married to her for a year. But
oh, by the way, since we're talking about Hollywood actors, did you hear about Robert De Niro said recently?
No, was it about Trump?
No, he said. Remember he used to say, I'm going to punch in his face and all that?
Oh, yeah.
Now he wants peace. We should all get together, he's saying.
Oh, and sing Kumbaya around the campfire?
would say that again if Trump was still in office. Probably not.
No, I'm surprised he was even allowed to say that when Trump was in office. I mean, isn't that like considered like? I mean, that's like considered prison, right? A prison sentence. I mean, he's not literally, he's not literally committing a life-threatening attack on then President Trump, but I mean, that's pretty serious words.
If I would have said that, I'd be.
Oh, you would have been locked up. Yeah. You would have been locked up. They probably would have thrown the key down the drain for that. That's definitely like a Guantanamo Bay type of jail sentence right there. I mean, you know what I mean? But people like in the Hollywood industry, yeah, it's like, and especially it was towards Trump. Yeah, that's like a slap on the wrist. Oh, it's okay. It's only Trump. Yeah.
That's why That's why the media, everything like the Facebook, that's all like celebrities talking. People listen to that. People brain dead, and they all believe that.
Yeah, they all believe it, and it's one of the it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's really sad.
I shake my head on some of this crap that we have in this country. It's like, the greatest country in the world, and I'm telling you, every country that went through the same crap, they didn't survive from it. There is no country on the face of this planet
that has the much freedom like we do.
That can literally survive anything that's thrown at them. They can't. I don't know how much more this country is going to take, and how much more it's. I don't know how. To be honest with you, it's I mean, just by talking like this, it's I'm winded. I don't know how much more this country can take, and how much more it can suffer, and I don't even know if it can heal itself from what Biden's doing to everything.
I believe it's going to be a civil war again.
Yeah.
I wonder what will happen if 2024 comes and Trump wins. Watch, burning buildings and all this.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying.
Like you said, that Biden's going to be a one-time president. Has to be.
He is. I mean, did you look at his poll numbers?
Oh yeah, 30-something%.
Yeah. They're slowly dwindling. That being said, man, I'm gonna take another break. I'm gonna be right back after these words. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Got Sully here on the podcast here, spitting some political views, some insights. Be right back after these words. Don't touch the dial, guys. Hey, guys, head over to the official website, which is now open, patriotunfiltered.com. That's right, guys, patriotunfiltered.com. You can find the official Patriot Angle Podcast merchandise on the website. Towards the end of this month into the next month, we're going to have free shipping. That's right, guys, free shipping with Patriot1 promo code. That's right, guys. Enter Patriot1, the number 1 promo code, and you'll get free shipping. So head over to patriotunfiltered.com for your official podcast merchandise.
Mike Gardner, a host like no other, unscripted, unfiltered, raw.
Hey guys, before I close out the show here, I want to get into this last topic here. Something that was just brought to my, literally the desk here on the podcast from my producer, Josh. Like I said, is not in the studio today, but thank you, Josh. I know you're going to be listening to this episode shortly because you're a big asset to the show. So I want to thank you. Thank you, producer Josh, for sending me this text message literally moments ago, a couple seconds ago, actually, minutes, right? New story coming out of the Howard Stern show. But before I get into that, I want to let my listeners know I got on the phone here that, called into the show, special guest Sully, which is also a member of the United States Army. So, guys, we have to give much respect to this guy. He's serving our country. So, respect. I don't want any negative vibers out there giving bad comments here on the podcast. This is a serviceman, service and providing a great sacrifice to this country. So give it up. So
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And it's much respect, much deservedness. But did you hear that story? I didn't hear this story. It was just brought to my attention. Another Hollywood, I'm going to say it. I don't care. Because this is my freedom of speech. Another Hollywood scumbag, Howard Stern, which I loved. I used to listen to his show all the time before he went to Sirius.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, everybody knows he was on regular, what they call, and a lot of people don't know this. Howard Stern was the pioneer of terrestrial radio, which is before podcast, which is before satellite radio, which is before all of it. I mean, he was the pioneer. He was the king of radio. They used to call him. I don't know if they still call him the king of radio. He's more acting like a scumbag for saying this, a bastard. Following the same footsteps as ex-governor of California. Get it together, Mike. California, Arnold Schwarzenegger, saying, "Oh, F their freedom." What kind of shit is this?
And this is a so-called Republican of California. I don't think he was a cover-up liberal.
Oh yeah, he was a turncoat. He was a turncoat. He was, he was a national embarrassment as a governor. He only did it. You know why he ran for governor, right?
Why is that? Because Kennedy, he married?
Yeah, he married into the Kennedys. He wanted to, smooch up the relationship with the Kennedys more. That's all. That's the only reason why he ran.
True Democrats.
Turncoat. That's what Schwarzenegger is. A Republican.
I'm really surprised that Arnold Schwarzenegger switched parties. I think it's because the media and they will blackball him out the Hollywood scene. That's what I think.
It's all about money. It's all about the political narrative. It always has been. And when you have these turncoats, or what they call the Republican rhinos, that spit this delusional crap.
Oh, like Bush.
Yeah.
That's another one I wanted.
Yeah. Did you
make pissed off?
Yeah. Did you hear Bush saying at the 9/11 memorial that he referred to, and I can't believe he said this, that the January 6th Capitol rioters are nothing more and similar to the terrorists that attacked us during 9/11. He said that. I'm like,
nothing about Black Lives Matter.
Oh, right? No. We can't say that. You can't say that. Oh, God forbid. If you say that, you're looked at as a bigot, a racist, a white supremacist, a this, a that. Yeah, that's allowed. That's allowed. See, that's allowed. Yeah, burning flags, spray painting murals on the side of buildings, on jogging paths in big cities like Atlanta, where if you go to Atlanta, they have a huge jogging path called the Beltline. They have a huge mural there. It says Black Lives. That was allowed. That's allowed. Looting businesses. That's allowed. You know, God forbid. Yeah, but if a white person went to any city or a business and literally caused nothing but destruction, literally destroyed a business that some of these people worked their entire lives to build.
Even black-owned business.
Yeah.
That's destroying their own kind.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I don't get. I don't get this.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just criminals.
Yeah, I don't get the narrative behind Black Lives Matter. If Black Lives Matter, why are they literally, like you said, destroying their own kind of black-owned businesses? Where's the Black Lives Matter in that? Where's the message behind that?
They just want to do that because they can.
Exactly.
Go with the police. Say, "Oh, crowded the police."
Yeah, exactly. Like, where's the message behind it? You know, if they want to say, yeah,
you got to thank their governors.
Yeah, yeah. You know, like if you want to say, go ahead.
I'm just saying that big part is the governors.
Yeah.
Look at what's that? Seattle.
Yeah.
They burned down their police department, and they would not call the National Guard.
No.
What world do we live on that criminals can take over a whole, it was a street?
Yeah. More than a street. It was a couple blocks.
You know, what world do we live in? Because that governor hated Trump.
Yeah. And
Trump said, call the National Guard, and they said no. A week later, I guess she had no choice. But that guy, if she would have done that the first day,
yeah,
there would have been a week. They would have been destroying nothing.
Yep. And it's funny. It's like you mentioned that. I never thought in my 39 years of life that I would see police officers of Seattle, Washington, literally abandoned their district, literally just left the precinct and allowed these, well, they called them protesters. They weren't protesters.
No, Antifa.
Antifa, yeah. But see, the media called them, oh, they were peaceful protesters. They were peaceful.
Yeah. And all over the news and burning down the city.
Yeah, they burnt it down to the ground. Literally burnt it down to the ground. Literally named what was it called? Chaz?
Chaz, yeah.
Yeah. I had a whole podcast article about that last year. Where literally they recreated the name. They spray painted on top of the Seattle Police Department Chaz, like they're their own government. They succeeded. They said this on camera too. We succeed from the United States. We are no longer. Oh, okay. See how long that lasts. It didn't long last. It didn't last long. Because after a while, they realized, they were going to lose. Some of these were like these Antifa members were like college students and stuff like that, punks in my eyes. And that didn't last long because half the time that I realized it was like, I knew it wasn't going to last long. I even said it on my podcast episode that day because these Antifa members were realizing that, we got to stop this because we're gonna be kicked out of school. Our mommy and daddies are gonna stop paying our tuition. We're gonna lose our food stamps and this and that, and
And they had guards too with weapons blocking the entrances.
Yeah,
like the army.
Yeah, they created their own militia. You know,
and they praise peace.
Yeah. But you don't hear nothing about the Antifa anymore. You know, you seen a lot of it during when Trump was president with Antifa members storming places like Stone Mountain, Georgia, literally harassing people, as they're, paying their gate tab, the parking tab to get into the state park, which it's a state park, by the way, and literally harassing the hell out of people here in Georgia, and that was okay. The media was like, oh, it's part of their First Amendment. They're allowed freedom of speech. Yeah. Yeah. But here, I want to get back to the story here. We're losing base here. The Howard Stern, man, literally to anti-vaxxers saying, fuck their freedom. I want my freedom to live. Howard Stern said. The king of media doesn't have much comparison for fellow radio personalities who died after speaking out against COVID-19 vaccines. And then it goes to say, here, listen to this, man. 4 conservative radio hosts who have been vocal against getting vaccinated, including Mark Benner, Phil Valentine, Jimmy DeYoung, and Dick Farrell. But like Howard Stern said, the 4 of them were like ranting on the air. They were not getting vaccinated. He said on his Sirius radio show this past Tuesday, earlier today. Actually, was it today? Oh, it was 5 days ago. Excuse me, 5 days ago, September 9th.
It's okay. They can say that. Freedom of speech, right?
Yeah, freedom of speech.
And hashtag Me Too movement. Didn't they all say that?
Yeah.
But guess what? Now they're fighting that. And also, I'm sorry to get off topic.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
But with the in Texas with the abortion, you know that's what's going on down there, right?
Oh yeah, the my body, my choice thing. Yeah, women. I guess women are allowed to kill babies after a heartbeat, which only takes about 4 weeks.
All right.
Huh?
You don't hear that no more, right? No, my body, my choice, or the Me Too movement. You don't hear that no more.
Well, you don't hear that anymore because of the narratives. Yeah. And you could thank the great governor, Greg Abbott of Texas there, for literally making that a law, which is Texas. I believe a couple other states have followed that. Governor Greg Abbott said that, which signed into law, which is called the heartbeat law, okay, where after conception, after a fetus develops the heartbeat, which is only like within a few weeks of conception, the mother is not allowed to file for abortion, cannot abort that or terminate that pregnancy. In my eyes, man, I touched on this on the podcast last week, which I had a lot of negative feedback on that episode, which I was expecting. Mostly about 80% of it was women, which is, normal. It's expected. 20% was men, or 18% was men. And the other 2% it said unknown, which is like cross gender basically. Where they gave me negative comments saying, Mike, what's wrong with you? Don't you have a heart? What about that baby? What about that fetus? Okay, what about their lives? Does that matter? That's murder in my eyes.
I agree.
I mean, it's murder. If you're gonna say that's allowed, and so you're telling me that, oh, it's a fetus, it's a baby being developed, that it doesn't have any rights. Just because it's not fully developed, that fetus still has rights.
Yeah.
It's a human. It's a human life form being developed inside of a woman's belly. Now I can understand there's mistakes. Maybe that woman, She got pregnant, during a house party. There was alcohol involved. I can understand that. Mistakes happen. But
you do it right away. You don't do it 5-6 months later.
Exactly. There's responsibilities and consequences.
Did you get what New York wanted to do? They wanted to terminate the baby, 8 months, 9 months?
What was this?
Well, it was in New York, right? Didn't they want to do that? 8-9 months?
You're telling me that did the New York governor want to do something like this?
Yeah, they wanted to do it up to I think 8-9 months.
That was under creepy Cuomo. That was when Cuomo was governor. Yeah.
They didn't do that.
Did they? Did they do that or they didn't do that?
If you really don't want the baby, give it adoption.
Yeah.
People can't have babies.
Yeah. That brings me back to saying, I understand that people make mistakes, but your actions have consequences. All it takes is a simple 5, 10, 25-minute trip, however long it is to the nearest convenience store, whether it's Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target. They're all over the place. Everybody in this country, every store, gas stations for that, sell condoms, birth control. It takes a simple little thing. That's it.
Don't take 5 to 6 months to do it and say, I don't want it now.
You don't want a baby. Have your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever, put a rubber on, and that's the end of that. And then we won't even have a conversation or a discussion about the whole abortion to begin with. Then you won't have people criticizing you and this and that. And then you have these millennial nut jobs, these snowflakes of liberal hysteria that goes across this country. I'm a woman. I'm allowed to have my choice. If I don't want to have a baby, I shouldn't be criticized for having an abortion. What? You don't think you're going to get feedback, a reaction to that? You're committing murder, lady. You're killing a life that's being developed and growing in your body. See, I don't understand that. I really don't.
I don't either. It's like, how can you have the conscience to limit yourself? If you knew you were pregnant and you didn't want it, why wait that long?
Yeah.
I get it. It happens. You get, God forbid, you get raped. But you know what to do after that. Plan B, go to the doctor. Whatever, there is a lot of ways to prevent it right after what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things to do, a lot of different things in this world, and I wish people would do that. Like I said, common sense was thrown out of the scenario a few years ago. With everything, you have, Sully, you have literally 5-year-olds running this country right now. This country. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's just mentally, 5-year-olds are running the country right now.
Yeah, we have a kindergarten system right now that's running this country. Literally. A simple 5-year-old understands the difference between right and wrong, what's, common sense and what's not. You can ask a simple 5-year-old, like something, and they'll look at you with, they won't look at you with probably the right answer, but they'll look at you with, some type of common sense reaction.
Oh yeah, they have more brains too.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at the hysteria that's sweeping across this great country, and you look at people like liberal idiots like AOC and all of them. They look at you with 5 heads. I'm telling you, I just pray, man. I pray as I close out the show right now. I pray that the healing in this country comes soon. Because if it doesn't come, we already lost it. There is a way to turn this all around. There is a way.
We need a wake-up call.
Yeah. We need a major wake-up call. The alarm clock is literally going off like constantly. And guess who's hitting the snooze button? The leaders in government right now.
Yeah.
They're not focusing on things that need to be focused. You know? And it's terrible. It's terrible.
It's sad.
It's really sad. But with
I'm worried about my kids when they grow up.
Yeah.
What's going to be?
You know, I pray for them. You know, I hope to God that, you know, that they have somewhat of a future ahead of them, because if, you know, by the looks of what's going on right now, we're in, not only are we in struggling times, we're facing not only turmoil, we're facing hatred, division in our own country. And guess who's laughing all the way through this? Our enemies, people that, like, they love this. They love what's going on right now. They're like, look at America's melting down, and they see it. They see it with this president.
They look at us like a joke.
Yeah, they look at the president like he's a joke.
Well, look at China.
Oh, I'm sure they're laughing.
Look at China. They want to put in all their money in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it all the time. I see it in ads. You know, these little pop-up ads that pop up all over the place. Oh, please help. Mention Afghanistan. You know, with Uber and Lyft, you know, like big companies like Uber and Lyft, you know, they're wanting you to donate to help refugees in Afghanistan. That's got to be a Biden type of narrative.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
meanwhile, they're living on army bases.
Yeah. Well,
it was sanctuary, right?
Yeah.
Then after that, they're gonna be citizens.
Yeah. According to under the Biden policy. But you know, since we got that on there, and you know, I'm losing time here, so I want to get this in real quick. You know, like, why don't we get rid of the message where? Don't get me wrong. You know, we as a country, we're very welcoming to help in other countries.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that. But what I think that there is wrong is when you put other countries first and not your own American people first.
Well, how many homeless in the streets? New York City, California, all the West Coast. How many homeless?
Tens of thousands.
They'd rather help other countries than own people.
Oh, yeah. It's been like that forever under this democratic machine. You know, and you're always going to get that. You know, people are like, oh, well, if we vote for this Democratic president, things might change. No, it's not. It's going to be the same scenario, the same narrative of messages being played out. You know, oh, yeah, help out the Afghanistan refugees. We just had a major conflict in Afghanistan, right? Why don't we help out the people that literally went there, put their lives on the line for our own country and survived and literally lived to tell the tale? How come we're not helping out soldiers that literally, some of them came back? Some of them did come back recently. Where's the money right there? Where's the money for those soldiers? I'm sure they're suffering from not only PTSD and other mental illness type problems, but where's the money that's going to them? Where's the money, Biden? Are you throwing the money out? Terrible. It breaks my heart. It really does.
They're keeping it in their pockets.
Yeah, they're pocketing it. I'm sure they're pocketing a lot of crap.
They're giving it to the refugees now, right?
Yeah. I mentioned that. Yeah. Through like companies like Uber and Lyft and other, leftist type groups, Amazon and it's all over the place. Facebook. Yeah. Please take a minute out of your hard time and your busy schedule and donate just $1 can help. $1. Come on, I don't want to hear that shit. I really don't. I'm sorry. I have a heart, but I don't want to listen to that garbage. Help our own first before you help others.
100% agree.
But with that being said, Sully, thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor having you on the show. I know you've been saying for a while that you've been wanting to come on the show.
I love you, Mike. I love the show. I'm always listening.
Well, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for contributing. And I heard you got got some patriotic Patriot Angle Podcast merch, huh?
Oh yeah. Great shirt. I'm gonna wear it a lot. Support you guys.
Thank you. But with that being said. Yeah, it's been an honor too. With that being said, thanks for coming on the show, and you're always welcome back. Just to let you know.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So, that being said, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, man, have a good one.
You too, brother.
All
Guys,
right.
be safe.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
All right, later. Patriot Angle Podcast. An Anchor Spotify broadcast.
You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.